Hello and welcome. This is Sal Sumnus here with SS Multimedia. Today, we're going to be talking about using tables and graphs to draw conclusions.
Alright, so let's go over objective. So objective is understanding how to use tables and graphs to answer problems. Okay, so I know it looked like I just restated the title, but it's our objective. So, we all know what understanding is, of course. And how do tables and graphs? Right, so, of course, it could be a pictograph, right? It could be anything really. If you think about it, it could be a chart. Right? We could be using those. We could use anything else. So tables and graphs to answer problems, which is to draw conclusions, right? And answering a problem would be like 4 plus 2. Answer the problem by writing 6. So let's go ahead and get started now that we know what we're doing. So we're gonna have an example. Here's our example, okay? And here's what it says. The chart below shows Sally's book club's favorite fruits. Okay, so here's our chart. And here, I'm going to use a different color here. How many people voted for watermelon? Which fruits got more votes than honeydew? And this one we'll answer later. Okay, so these two are the ones we're focusing on. Okay, so first we have to understand the pictograph. What do these apples represent? So let's go down, see if we can find the information. There it is. Each apple represents 2 votes. Okay, so let's do that. So each one of these represents 2 votes. So this pomegranate, right? It represents 2 votes. 2 votes. So pomegranate got 2 votes, but that's not our question. How many people voted for watermelon, right? So we can use this pictograph to answer the question, right? So let's count. We have 1, right? But each one represents 2. So this one represents 2. Okay. This one represents 2. This one represents 2. This one represents 2. And this one is half an apple. So if you have half apple, it represents half the amount. So it's 1. So if each one of these represented, cross it out, represented 4 votes, these would all be 4. Right? And this one would represent 2, right? But it's not. It's not, right? So let's get rid of that. Okay. So this represents 1. There. Okay, so what you do, you're going to add those up, those values up, right? So we have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That should be fairly easy. 2, 4, 6, 8. Plus 1, very easy, 9. So it looks like watermelon got 9 votes, right? So that was a fairly simple question. How many people voted for watermelon? 9 people, right? So now we have all this other stuff. So we also have another question here to answer, so let's see if we can do that. Which fruits got more votes than honeydew? Step 1, we have to figure out where is honeydew. Okay, so let's look around. Okay, here it is. This one is honeydew. Okay, and now we have to figure out how many votes did honeydew get, right? So you can, and of course you don't need to do this for this specific problem, but it will help later. So this one is 2. This one is 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Honeydew got 3 votes. Right? So in order to find which people got more votes, which one goes farther? Right? So this one, right? This one ends right here. So I'm just gonna draw a line. Okay, it might not be the best of lines, but there you go. There, that's a line. Okay, whichever ones go farther have got more votes than honeydew. Right, so, okay, pineapple. Okay, looks like we have it going farther, right? Plus, right? So this one got more votes. Apple, Okay, I see 1, so barely, but it's still got more votes than honeydew. Pomegranate. There's nothing past. If there was an apple here, then yes, it would have more, but it's below. It's on the left-hand side of this pomegranate, so it did not make the cut. It doesn't have as many votes. And then we have this, all that stuff. So that's definitely making the cut. It definitely has more votes, right? Let's see how many votes, right? It's a lot. So let's count how many pluses we drew. 1, 2, 3. So 3 fruits. Okay, which ones are there? Watermelons. So let's write this down. I'm going to draw an arrow because I don't have much space to answer that. So I'm going to draw an arrow there. There you go. So this one had a plus. It's watermelon. So let's write down watermelon. Watermelon. Right? This one is minus. Apple. And then pineapple. Okay, so that's how you can use a pictograph or graph to help solve your problems. Okay, so that's how I would do it. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to solve this yourself. Okay, this last question here, there's a reason I put it aside. I want you to solve it yourself. Okay, I want please post down in the comments below what you get. Or if you're watching this specific class, have your teacher put down what you all got. Right? It'll be good. It's good to learn. Okay, so by how much? Which fruits got more votes than honeydew and by how much? So all these fruits, how many more votes did they get than honeydew? So I want you to pause the video and give it a go yourself. See what you get. Alright, so I'm assuming that you've paused it, and now we're going to check your answers. So we know that a honeydew got 3 votes, right? So we don't need to pay attention to pomegranate because we know it had less, right? So we just got to find out how much the value of all the pluses have. And we know that watermelon has 9 votes, so that's taken care of. Next, let's find apple. It's 2, 2, and 2. So we're doing 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? 2, 4, 6. 6. And then you have pineapple, right? That got more. 2, 2, 2, 2. So let's write down our plus symbols so we know to add them together. Okay, we have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. I think I said too many 2's, but that's okay. And we have 2, 4, 6, and 8. So, 8. So now we know that watermelon got 8 votes, and watermelon got 9 votes, apple got 6 votes, and pineapple got 8 votes. But that's not the answer. By how much more, right? Not just by what's the value, by how much more than 3. So what we're going to do, we're going to subtract. Okay, and this should be what you did when I told you to solve the problem. I'm assuming that this is the process you went through. 9 minus 3 equals 6. And 9 was watermelon, so it looks like watermelon had 6 more votes. Apple had 6, right? Honeydew got 3, so 6 minus 3 equals 3. So apple got 3 more votes. And then pineapple, it had 8, right? Minus the value of a honeydew, which is 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. So pineapple got 5 more votes. More votes. Okay, so I know I did a lot of writing there. So I'm going to box the answer you should have gotten when I asked you about the video. There you go. Check your answers. Post in the comments below. Did you get it right? Did you get it wrong? Where did you mess up? It's okay. Okay, it's always better to know. Okay, so that is how you can use a graph, or in this case, a pictograph, to solve your problems. And I hope you come out a little smarter after watching this video.
Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell. See you in the next one.